so today I'm going to show you guys my entire Florida pine snake collection. Let's check it out. Alright, so over here, we just have 3 over here. So these are our they'll be 3-year-olds this year. So the first ones are the leucistics. And this is that really cool pink male that I don't even know if you'll be able to see super well, but I can pull him out and maybe we can get some better lighting. Maybe if I stand over here in the light more. I don't know, can you like focus in on it at all?
Yeah, a little bit.
Anyway, he is really pink, although he's getting like a lot of like white too coming in, which is a pretty cool look. Almost like a orange, kind of rust kind of color, would you say? Anyways, and he's just super cool, so excited to see these guys continue developing and changing. He's changed just a ton since he was a baby. He was definitely more white as a baby, which I've heard most leucistics are, but seriously, he's so cool now. I still haven't taken pictures of him to show everybody, but he's like, even like faded out a ton down his back, which is super cool, actually. It's kind of patchy on the sides. Yeah, anyway, we'll have to take some good pictures one of these days. Probably when we bring him out of brumation. Anyways, okay, and then this is the female leucistic. She's way wider. Oops, I don't know what that was. She's much wider, but she has a lot of like orange kind of going on. But she's really pretty. So yeah, she is a 3-year-old also. She's much thicker than the male, which is great. And they've put on a bunch of size. I just recently moved them up to medium rats. But we're gonna put them down for brumation actually, for that little test run we were talking about. So because they are 3 years old, and the only reason I'm doing that in part is because I'm a little concerned that these guys might cycle anyway, and I would rather there be fertile eggs than slugs, because slugs are usually harder for them to get out. I feel like they get stuck more often, which kind of doesn't totally make sense, but because they're smaller. But something about fertile eggs, they just move through their oviducts easier. Most of the time. So, anyways, and then the last one over here is the Calhoun County, so locality pine, and I was actually just in here right before we started filming, and she got really mad at me, so I don't know if I'll totally pull her out because she got her a little riled up, and so anyways, but she's super pretty. She has just great natural coloration, lots of like orange and like some I don't know, browns and reds kind of, but she does have a very faded pattern. I don't know how it's showing up, but she's super pretty. So she's also a 3-year-old, and if we're gonna breed her, we'll probably actually breed her to the leucistic because he's the only Florida male big enough. So we'd end up with a bunch of het leucistics because I don't think there's any chance that she is. But anyways, regardless, I'm sure they'd make really pretty babies. So we'll see what happens there. Alright, those are the only Florida pines in this aisle. So this is our adult aisle, right? So let's go over here to where the babies are and the grow-ups. So it's just right on the other side. Alright, so this, obviously that's like our baby section right there, right? This is our holdback rack from last year, last year, I can't say last year anymore, it's 2025, from 2 years ago. These are the 2023 holdbacks. So I've got 2 in this rack, or grow-ups, I guess, not just holdbacks. We didn't produce these. But anyway, so I got 2 in here. So this is a snow, and he's in the blue right now, which totally sucks for the sake of this video, but like you can hardly even see his pattern. You can see just like a little bit of it, maybe just down here in the bottom half of him. But the snows are really pretty, and the great thing is most of these Floridas are like super chill. Oh, well, I know we just talked about like Calhoun being upset, but most of the Floridas that I've actually worked with so far, which hasn't been a ton, but they've been great. Pretty chill like the rest of the pines. So, and then this is an albino, and she is supposed to be het axanthic, or het for snow, I guess. So she will be able to make snows, which would be really exciting. And she's got this really cool color scheme going on right now. She was actually way redder as a baby, but it has like changed a lot. So, but I actually really like the way it looks right now. It almost looks like a, you know, kind of reminds me of, what's that, like chalk, I guess. I don't know if that's, no, there's a different name. It's like this chalk that you paint with, but it's like called something.
Pastel?
Yeah, pastels, but I think there's a different name I'm looking for. But anyways, I don't know. She's super cool. So, anyway, she'll keep growing up. So these guys will turn 2 years old this year. And I actually just fed them small rats for the first time last week. And she took it like a champ, so that means they're gonna start blowing up in size really soon, because they've been on mice, but I just barely gave them their first rat meal. Oh wait, that was this week. Yeah, it was a couple days ago. So anyways, she pounded it. Champ. Anyways, the rest of the Floridas we have are ones that we actually brought in this year. So, well, okay, 2024. It's 2025. So anyway, the rest of them are actually down here a little bit. So let's scoot down here. Let's start with these ones though over here. So I brought in a couple, well, I just brought in one more leucistic. And, dang, she's in the blue too. Kind of buried a little bit back there. Anyway, she was really, really white. And so I'm hoping that I can get another really, really clean white. And this one's a female leucistic to hopefully work with, which would be really exciting. So, anyways, that's her. These guys are awesome. But who knows, maybe she'll turn like a really pretty pink. Or there's like yellow ones too. So, I don't know, we'll see. And then you got this cool male. This is, well, he's actually a het albino, but he's just like a normal, essentially, het albino. But he has like super pretty coloration. He almost has, like on his sides, like a lot of pink. I don't know if it's gonna show super good. But like he's got like these pink reds that are really, really pretty. And so far with how these other Floridas have like developed and changed as they've matured, I actually think he's gonna end up being like just super, super pretty, like a knockout. I really think that the pinks will develop a lot more. And so does the guy I got him from. So, we'll see how he turns out. It'll be fun. And then I got this nice albino. I think they may or may not have been clutch mates. I don't remember. But, anyways, we got this nice albino. And doesn't she look completely different than that older one we just showed you guys that had snow? So different. This one has like so much more like, I don't know, yellows and oranges and even a little bit of, I don't know, lots of reds obviously, but anyway, super, super pretty. Yeah, I don't remember what else is in this one. I just have it marked as an albino. You know what's crazy though is like this video isn't about northerns, but let's take 2 seconds really quick just to look at them side by side. This is an albino northern right here. And this is the Florida albino right next to it. Look at that comparison. Isn't that wild? Like how different they really are. I mean, the northern is so much more white all over it. But I would say that this Florida female is actually like, I haven't seen one with that much kind of coloration before. But anyways, so cool to see side by side. And really, wow, I mean, the northern is so much more red, especially down here. This northern is particularly pretty. I'm really excited to have it. I mean, look at that. That's like killer. Okay, this video isn't about northerns. Okay, sorry. Let's focus here. We're talking about Florida pines. Alright, okay. Florida pines, or also known as southern pines. So they're the same thing. I got these 2 more. Oh yeah, we'll just show you both of these at the same time. So I picked up this pair of patternless. So they're not leucistics, okay? But they're patternless. So these are these patternless Florida pines I just picked up. And anyways, they came from a really interesting breeding actually. That might, the mother I think of this clutch is actually supposed to be axanthic. So these are both, we think, head axanthics. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, both patternless, both super pretty. I think she's going into the blue because her eyes look a little opaque there, but this guy just shed recently. I just love how clean these guys are, and I'm super excited to see exactly like what kind of color develops on them, because there's kind of a lot of like pinks going on, but also brown, right? So we'll see how they turn out. I haven't seen very many adults of really any Floridas, and so I've seen some pictures, but I'm really excited to work with these guys. And then our last two that we got this year, I think we did an unboxing video of them. I think.
Yeah, probably.
So we'll show you this girl. So this is a snow, and you can actually see her pattern like so much better than that older male. But she's got like just the prettiest yellows and purples going on, you know, just so cool. I love that contrast so much in these snows. And so anyways, so I had to have another one. But this one's a girl, the older one's a male. So anyways, now I have a set, I guess you could say. But then I got this other really cool male. I'll show you guys. And he's the last one actually, so stick with me for one more. He's pretty cool. This is an albino patternless Florida pine, and he's pretty tough looking. So again, super excited to see how he might, you know, develop this new coloration that I'm sure that he'll have. They do seem to go through a bit of a color change and stuff, and from what I've heard, a lot of the albinos will actually go more white the older that they get, which will be really interesting. So we'll see what happens. But either way, I'm really excited to have picked him up and be working with him too. Obviously, it'll be a number of years before you know, he's in any breeding plans and whatnot. Although I do have plans already for him, but you know, he needs a couple years. So anyway, that's my Florida pine snake collection. It's still pretty small, but how many was that? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? 12? Maybe I missed something, but 12. So anyway, that's kind of a lot. I mean, it's almost half of a rack, so I guess that's kind of a lot. But anyways, I'm pretty excited to be working with those Florida pines though. And we might even produce our first ones this year, which would be really cool. So some leucisticus, cross your fingers, it might happen. If not, I guess we'll wait till 2026. Anyways, thanks for watching guys. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.